Tax-free retirement trademark for physicians. All scripts credit goes to Patrick Kelly, the writer of the book Tax-Free Retirement, Chapter 20. I want to start this section with physicians for a couple of reasons. My first reason is personal. I am the son of a doctor. Patrick Kelly, writer. My father retired 7 years prior to the publication of my first edition of Tax-Free Retirement Trademark in 2007, after practicing medicine in the Northwest for over 35 years. He was a great doctor, loved by patients, hospital staff and peers, and like all doctors, he gave his life to his profession. I am a benefactor in many ways of growing up the son of a physician. I witnessed firsthand the significance of a great work ethic. I realized the importance of knowing your profession well, and most of all, I had the good fortune of growing up around a lot of truly wonderful people. Almost all of our closest friends were families within the medical community. I got to know doctors well, and though I chose not to follow in my father's footsteps, I desire to give something significant back to this community of individuals to whom I owe so much of who I am. Also, as I walked with my dad through his early years of retirement, the financial picture I witnessed, both for him and for others in this community, has been one of my chief reasons for wanting to offer this book to the public. If my first reason is personal, my second reason is practical. Doctors have many unique attributes, and in my opinion, their unique attributes are what make this group one of the most significant to benefit from the strategies in this book. In this chapter, I want to explore 4 key realities that make physicians such a fitting group to maximize the full benefit of this strategy. These 4 reasons are: reason number 1. Most doctors make more than $230,000 per year, which is the phase-out limit for being able to contribute to a Roth IRA. Therefore, they have no truly viable tax-free retirement option available to them other than life insurance. Reason number 2, doctors are specialists. They have given their lives to be the best at what they do, and they are. However, this level of specialty often leaves little time for less urgent activities such as retirement planning. Reason number 3, doctors are often taken advantage of by snake oil salesmen in the financial realm, hawking half-baked, poorly formed investment strategies promising wonderful returns. Reason number 4, doctors generally need a lot of life insurance for 3 reasons. 1, they need to protect a large income for their families. 2, they usually carry high debt. Often this is due to starting out in debt from large medical school bills and low wages during their residency and internship years. 3, doctors as a group have one of the lowest life expectancies of any profession. That's the overview. I'd now like to look at each one of these reasons in more detail. Reason number 1, most doctors make more than $230,000 per year, which is the phase-out limit for being able to contribute to a Roth IRA. Therefore, they have no truly viable tax-free retirement option available to them other than life insurance. Most doctors make a large income, and in my opinion, they deserve every dollar. Very few professionals invest so much for so long to provide such a wonderful service to the world. And unlike you and me in other lines of work, doctors can't have a bad day. A bad day can be deadly. That's a lot of pressure. Pressure most of the world chooses not to accept. Pressure that deserves to be well compensated. And how does our tax system reward these individuals who take on the pressure to keep us all healthy? They penalize them by not allowing them to be able to contribute to one of the only tax-free investments offered to the public, the Roth IRA. And the reason, they make too much money. However, even if a physician could contribute to a Roth IRA, it would fall far short of providing the necessary income to fund a lifestyle in retirement anywhere close to what they were used to during their working years. So what options are available to doctors? They, like other high-income earners, can contribute to many of the standard tax-qualified retirement plans. Many medical partnerships and corporations set up their own pension and profit-sharing plans, but these too follow the tax rules of the other tax-qualified plans referenced earlier in this book. Also, each one of these plans has contribution caps that can be far lower than a doctor needs to fund a proper retirement, especially if you consider the amount the IRS is going to take upon withdrawal. The other issue I have seen with doctors is that most of them have few business deductions. They often retain all the negative aspects of being a business owner, such as long hours, large responsibilities, and managing the financial books of a busy medical practice, yet they get few, if any, of the positive financial aspects that most business owners enjoy. I believe this lack of business deductions is a large reason why doctors pour their money into tax-qualified plans. They are easy justifications. Other than the regular personal deductions, which can also be phased out due to income level, a tax-qualified plan may be one of the only deductions a doctor can take on their tax return. With the huge tax bill that most physicians face each year, this is too large a carrot to pass up, but again, most have never stopped long enough to evaluate what the decision to fund a tax-qualified plan really means in their later years, once they stop working. It's certainly not something their plan administrator is going to readily share with them. They are often paid for assets under management. It's not something the government's going to tell them. It is greedily looking forward to the future taxes, and it's not something the doctor himself has much time to consider. He or she is too busy saving people's lives. Let's pause for a minute and ask ourselves why the government would penalize high-income earners like physicians. It's simple. The government wants doctors to pump billions of dollars into tax-qualified plans because billions of dollars saved means hundreds of billions or more accumulated in the future that the government can get its hands on. And with a potential future tax rate of 50% or more for every dollar withdrawn from those accounts, the government is pretty excited about those tax-qualified plans. As I've asked before, whose retirement are doctors funding, the government's or their own? You have to stop and wonder. Besides tax-qualified retirement plans, doctors do have other investment alternatives available to them, but most are either too time-consuming, such as real estate, or do not provide tax advantages and can therefore create additional future tax liabilities. So, from the standpoint of viable investment alternatives available to the physician, we are left with only one real option. Luckily, it is one superior option: life insurance. For all the reasons we discussed in Part 4, the retirement solution, life insurance can be one of the most beneficial avenues for a physician's long-term retirement planning. It can offer an unlimited contribution potential, all based on the size of the policy. It grows without annual taxation. It takes no time to manage. It provides a huge sum of money to the physician's family in the case of an untimely death. And best of all, if structured properly, the policy can allow access to future money tax-free. I only wish someone had written this book 25 years ago for my father and all the other hard-working doctors that have long since retired. He would have been well served. However, my dad did what most other physicians have done. He socked as much money into his tax-qualified plan as the law would allow. And although my dad's pot of money grew to a rather large sum, he continues to be shocked at the disastrous 1-2 punch of heavy taxation and no tax deductions during his retirement years. He would have given anything to be able to withdraw his retirement income tax-free. Reason number 2, doctors are specialists. They have given their lives to be the best at what they do, and they are. However, this level of specialty often leaves little time for less urgent activities such as retirement planning. With the schedules that doctors keep, they just don't have the time to research each financial opportunity to evaluate the risk-to-reward ratio. Physicians would be best served to stick with a proven strategy, especially one that can eliminate all future tax burdens. Reason number 3, doctors are often taken advantage of by snake oil salesmen in the financial realm, hawking half-baked, poorly formed investment strategies promising wonderful returns. It's funny how certain memories linger crystal clear from your childhood. For me, some of those memories are the few failed investment endeavors of my father. Although he never included me in his financial decision-making, I watched intently from afar. Limited partnerships gone bad, high-yield junk bonds defaulted, condos that were held during a recession and then sold too soon. Each one of these apparently legitimate investment opportunities were brought to him by a close friend or relative. Each one promised spectacular returns, each one failed miserably. Doctors often get targeted for these types of investments for a variety of reasons. Physicians tend to have a high trust factor. Because they are experts in their respective fields, they tend to trust other experts as well. However, as you know, not everyone who claims to be an expert in their field actually is one. Additionally, they generally have enough discretionary money to put some at risk, and those seeking to put together these types of deals frequently take advantage of that knowledge. Reason number 4. Doctors generally need a lot of life insurance for 3 reasons. 1, they need to protect a large income for their families. 2, they usually carry high debt. Often this is due to starting out in debt from large medical school bills and low wages during their residency and internship years. 3, doctors as a group have one of the lowest life expectancies of any profession. Doctors of all people should know how important it is to be well protected. They often see the devastating reminder of what happens to a family when it loses its primary breadwinner. And although doctors, by and large, do a better job than the general public in the arena of protecting themselves financially, I still find them vastly underinsured when it comes to life insurance. As a general rule, an individual needs between 7 and 10 times their annual income in life insurance to properly protect their family left behind. Obviously, the larger the family and the more extravagant the lifestyle, the greater that figure becomes. I have seen one statistic that suggested the primary breadwinner carry as much as 14 times their annual income in life insurance to be properly protected. Whatever the correct ratio is, I have found one thing to be true. Most doctors need more life insurance than they currently have. In the past, this need could hang on them like a financial anchor. But now, if doctors understand this new way to utilize life insurance, they will realize that the more life insurance they purchase, the more money they are also able to accumulate for retirement. Disclaimers. This video is educational purpose only, not to distribute to public, and most importantly, you need to be very clear on this point in life that only certain type of life insurance serve you better with full potential to maximize your wealth, so you need to design better way with experienced agents. Please contact the person who shared the video with you for details.